Good day, sir. Good day, everyone. So today we're going to report about the Euro Revolution, the emergence of European Revolution. Will be reported by me, Gajani Nicole D, and my Ermita Raymark. Here is our timeline from 1768 until 1848, which it composes Industrial Revolution, Hargreaves' Perfect Spinning Jenny, Industrial Revolution, what develops the modern steam engine, Industrial Revolution, Crompton invents the spinning mule, Industrial Revolution, Cartwright invents the power loom, and the French Revolution, Napoleon takes over control of France, Revolution in Spain and Italy, Revolution in Greece, uprisings in Russia, Industrial Revolution, First Railroad in Britain, a revolution in France, and British Reform Bill expands British voting rights. And the last one is the year of revolutions, France, Germany, Austria, and Italy. Let's begin with the first year, 1768, the Industrial Revolution, Hargreaves' Perfect Peace Penning Jenny. In 1768, during the early stage of the Industrial Revolution, James Hargreaves perfected his invention of the spinning jenny. This wasn't simply an improvement, it was a complete game changer for textile production. And through this invention of James, it increased the production. The jenny was a multi-spindle spinning frame, allowing a single work to spin up to 8 threads simultaneously. This drastically increased the amount of yarn that could be produced in a given time, boosting textile output tremendously. And it is though through this invention, it makes the labor become efficient. And before this jenny, spinning was a slow and labor intensive process done by hand with a single spindle. The genie significantly improved the efficiency, requiring less labor to produce the same amount of yarn. And the genie marked a major step towards mechanization and textile production. It paved the way for further innovation and ultimately played a pivotal role in the industrialization of not just the textile industry but manufacturing in general. While the journey increased production, it also caused fear and resentment among hand spinners who worried about automation replacing their jobs. This led to some instances of sabotage, like the destruction of genie machine. Um, Overall, the perfection of the genie spinning in 1768 was a significant milestone in the Industrial Revolution. It revolutionized textile production, paved the way for further mechanization, and had lasting impact on both industry and labor. Here is James and the image of the spinning jenny. Now let's proceed to 1769 Industrial Revolution, what develops a modern steam engine. While James Watt did play a crucial role in improving the steam engine, it's more accurate to say his significant developments occurred from roughly 1775 onwards, not precisely in 1769. However, what before what existing steam engines like Thomas Newcomen's were inefficient and expensive to operate, mainly used for pumping water out of mines. What measures improvement is that its separate condenser, invented in 1776, this significantly reduces fuel consumption by keeping the cylinder hot and the condenser cold, minimizing heat loss. Double acting engine, introduced in 1782, This design used to steam pressure on both sides of the piston and doubling its power output compared to single acting engines. Rotary motion, what introduced various mechanisms like the sun and planet gear 1781 to convert the engine's up and down motion into continuous rotation, enabling its use in factories and other applications. It also the improvements like the parallel motion in 1784 and flywheel 1788 further enhanced the engine's efficiency and control. The impact of Watt's steam engine is that it increased the power and efficiency. Watt's engines were far more powerful and efficient than previous models, significantly reducing production costs and opening up new applications. Factory mechanization, the rotary motion made it deal for powering factory machinery, leading to the rise of textile factories and other industries. Transportation's revolution, later adoptions of Watt's engine paved the way for steam locomotives and steamships, revolutionizing the transportation. Overall impact, Watt's steam engine is considered one of the most important inventions in history, fueling the industrial revolution and transforming economies and societies globally. Here is the pictures of Watts and his creation, the engines. Now let's proceed to 1779. Industrial Revolution, Crompton invents the spinning mule. Absolutely, Samuel Crompton's invention of the spinning mule in 1779 was another pivotal moment in industrial revolution, particularly for the textile industry. The mule combined elements of James Hargreaves' spinning jenny, multiple spindle, and Richard Arkwright's water frame strong fibers, offering advantages of both. The mule could spin finer, stronger yarn much faster than previous machines, significantly boosting production and the quality of textile. The versatility of the mule allowed for the production of finer yarns for delicate fabrics like the muslin of expanding the range of textile manufacturers could create. The mill's speed and quality improved factory efficiency and profitability, further fueling the growth of textile industry. While automation concerns existed, the mule ultimately created new jobs in manufacturing and related sectors due to the overall expansion of the industry. Compared to earlier machines, the mule was easier to operate and maintain, potentially leading to some improvement in working conditions for textile workers. Overall, the significance of the mule or the spinning mule played a crucial role in solidifying Britain's dominance in the global textile trading during the Industrial Revolution. Its advancement in speed, quality, and versatility spurred further innovation in textile machinery and techniques. The mule's impact reached beyond textiles, influencing other industries that adopted its principle and contributed to the broader industrialized process. Here is the illustration. How is the spinning mule created by Samuel Crompton? Now let's proceed to 1785. The Industrial Revolution, Cartwright invents the power loom. In 1785, during the Industrial Revolution, Edmund Cartwright pioneered the power loom, a mechanized version of the traditional hand loom. While his initial design wasn't perfect, it marked a crucial step towards automating weaving, the revolutionizing textile production. Power looms could weave much faster than humans, boosting textile production significantly. The automation raised concern about replacing weavers, causing some initial resistance. resistance. Cartwright's loom laid the foundation for future improvements, leading to fully automatic looms that solidified the mechanization of weaving. It's important to note that Cartwright's original design wasn't commercially successful and required further development by others. However, his invention was a crucial milestone in the journey towards automating weaving, playing a vital role in the transformation of the textile industry. Now let's proceed to the next. Here is the illustration of Cartwright and the loom, how it is look like. So as the years pass by, the machine invented by the other by the during the revolution in Europe was being more improved, more upgraded. Now let's proceed to 1789-1999, the French Revolution. This revolution caused inequality and financial crisis fueled discontent. It also there's an enlightenment ideas inspired calls of liberty, equality, and fraternity. During this event, there is a storming of the Bastille, 1789 symbol of downfall of monarchy. Declaration of Rights, 1789 established liberty, equality, and national sovereignty. Abolition of feudalism, 1789 freed peasants from obligations to aristocracy. First Republic, 1792, monarchy abolished, republic established, and reign of terror, 1793-1904, violent period aimed to eliminating counter-revolutionaries. And Napoleon's coup d'etat 1799 ended revolution ushered in era of military dictatorship. Overthrew absolute monarchy and feudalism influenced revolutions worldwide, spread Enlightenment values, pioneering individual rights and popular sovereignty. Complex legacy of violence and instability remains a subject of debate. In 1799, Napoleon Bonaparte did not simply take over France. His rise, it's another slide. Now, that's the French Revolution and the picture of King Louis Mark Antoine. And first, in the illustration, you can see the political and social system in France. Where first is state, second is state, taxes, and third is state. Now let's proceed to the 1799. The more explanation about this is Napoleon takes over control of the France. In 1799, Napoleon Bonaparte did not simply take over France. His rise to power was more nuanced and involved an calculated political maneuver known as the Coup of 18 Brumaire, November 9 to 10, 1799. France's Directory, a five-member executive body after the Reign of Terror, was riddled with corruption and instability. Napoleon, already a celebrated military hero, returned from a failed Egyptian campaign seeking political influence. He teamed up with politicians like Absey and Talleyrand, who saw Napoleon as a powerful tool to stabilize the government. The core of this event of Napoleon takes over the control of France is that on 18 Brumaire, Napoleon, backed by military forces, dissolved the Directory and established a temporary consulate. The coup faced minimal resistance and was largely supported by the public, wary of the Directory's failures. The temporary consulate transitioned into a permanent one with Napoleon as first consul holding the most power. With his genius for leadership and political savvy, Napoleon implemented reforms to stabilize the economy, strengthen the military, and centralize power. His popularity soared, paving the way for his self-proclamation as the Emperor of the France in 1804. The coup of 1799 effectively ended the French Revolution and replaced its principles with a new era of authoritarian rule under Napoleon. It reshaped France's political landscape, marking the beginning of Napoleon's rise to European dominance, and ultimately impacting the continent of years to come. Here is the illustration. Now let's proceed to 1820 revolution in Spain. The year 1820 saw a wave of revolutionary fervor sweep across Europe, particularly in Spain and Italy. These uprisings were driven by discontent with absolute monarchies, yearning for constitutional reforms, and the influence of liberal ideals spreading across the continent. In Spain, discontent with King Ferdinand the Seven returns to absolute rule after a period of constitutional monarchy. Military uprising on January 1, 1820, army officers stationed near Cadiz Mountain demanding the reinstatement of the 1812 constitution. The rebellion quickly spread across Spain, and Ferdinand the facing little resistance, was forced to accept the constitution, ushering in a period of liberal reforms. In Italy, the success of the Spanish Revolution inspired similar uprising in various Italian states, particularly in Naples and Piedmont. Carbonara secrets societies like the Carbonari played a key role in mobilizing revolutionaries and advocating for constitutional reforms. The revolutions in Italy had varying degrees of success. In Naples, King Ferdinand I initially concerned to demands, but later sought help from the Austrian Empire, which crushed the revolution in 1821. A constitutional monarchy was briefly established, but soon reverted to absolute rule under Austrian pressure. The commonalities of the three, both revolutions aimed to limit the power of absolute monarchs and establish constitutional government. They were influenced by the ideals of the French Revolution and the rise of liberalism in Europe. Both faced opposition from conservative forces within the respective countries and ultimately faced suppression from Austria, a major European power that opposed revolutionary movements. And the significance of it is that revolutions of 1820, though ultimately unsuccessful, highlighted the growing discontent with absolute monarchies and the yearning of change in Europe. They serve as a precursors of the later revolutions throughout the 19th century, contributing to the gradual erosion of absolute rule and the spread of liberal and democratic ideals. That's the end of my discussions about the European Revolution, and the other years of the European Revolution would be discussed by my Romita Raymer. And that could be all. Thank you so much and good day everyone.